All right, I'd like to welcome everybody here at the University of Texas at Dallas to the 10th annual Transatlantic Cup match. And we're very pleased to once again be playing our great rivals, the University of Belgrade. Hello, Belgrade.
Hello, Dallas.
All right. All right, we'll start off with a few opening remarks here. First, I would like to introduce Dr. Abby Kratz, Associate Provost at the University, and she will then introduce Dr. Wildenthal, our President.
Well, good afternoon to those of you who are here with us here at UT Dallas, and good evening to our friends in Belgrade. Welcome to this special occasion on the internet and to the 10th extraordinary Transatlantic Cup contest between the University of Texas at Dallas and the University of Belgrade. It has been my pleasure and privilege to work with UT Dallas Chess as a university administrator for most of the 10 years that this cup has been a prize for these two universities. Today, I'm honored to introduce to you a scholar, a physicist, an ardent supporter of our chess programs and all the players, who is also the president of the University of Texas at Dallas, Dr. Hobson Wildenthal, who would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Dr. Kratz. It is really great to be with my colleagues here at UT Dallas and our great chess team and our student supporters, but it's also wonderful to be linking across the ocean to our colleagues in Belgrade. We are proud and rewarded by our investment in our chess program. It really gives us at the University of Texas at Dallas a great entree into our larger community. It's a sport that is a real sport, but there are no traumatic brain injuries associated with it or any other orthopedic problems. It's universally recognized as the epitome of intellectual competition, and we've derived great fun and great benefits from our chess team. And this now traditional match with the University of Belgrade is a high point of our chess year. It links us to the big world of chess through great colleagues in Europe. So real pleasure. I like to see this great match get started with our colleagues in Belgrade.
Thank you, Dr. Wildenthal. Back to Belgrade.
Thank you for passing the word to us. My name is Professor Miloš Nedeljković, one of the organizers of this match and, let's say, former dean and state secretary of our small country of Serbia, but we are really enjoying this match with a very strong country like USA is, and especially with Texas, which is one of the strongest states in USA. So considering the matches that we already had, we usually start with introducing of the teams and the players, and then at final points, then we have the speeches of our distinguished guests. So what I would like to say at the start is that we were very happy when we were collecting our team, because we now have the strongest team that we ever had in these 10 years. That was good news. But what was bad news for us was that the Dallas team was even stronger and the strongest also ever. So we hope that this evening will bring us a very thrilling match, which is practically very even. but we hope that we will get the trophy back to Belgrade before 1 year of pause. So thank you once again, and I pass the word to you to introduce your team. So afterwards, our captain, Ivan Markovic, will introduce our players.
All right, thank you. Our team coach, Radi Milovanovic, will introduce the team members.
Okay, greetings to Belgrade. Let me introduce our players. Grandmaster Gil Popilski. Okay. International Master Artur Kalugar. Grandmaster Davido Berces. Grandmaster Denis Kadrić. National Master Gerard Pamatmat. International Master Zurab Javakadze. International Master Kasper Drozdovski. Grandmaster Dani Raznikov. Grandmaster Aleksandar Inđić, Women International Masters Marijan Danilija, Women International Masters Čeradi Camacho, National Masters Artur Safin, Candidate Master Michael Knin, Master Hakim Navid, Grandmaster Sahaj Grover, and Candidate Master Alekhija Nandula. Okay, back to Belgrade.
Thank you, Dallas. Let me just say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, dear chess friends, we have gathered today in Dallas and Belgrade to celebrate a small but very precious jubilee for all of us. The 10th Transatlantic Cup, a now traditional online match between chess teams of the UTD and the University of Belgrade. Hunter S. Thompson once said that anything worth doing is worth doing right. And we have been blessed through all these years to work with you, our colleagues and friends from Dallas, whose vision, dedicated work, and unrelenting commitment to excellence epitomize such an approach. And as our team captain, I can only thank you for constantly pushing us to our limits. You have made us into a team that we are today, a cohesive and confident unit full of respect for our awe-inspiring opponents. So, thank you everyone on both sides of the ocean for making this happen. And God bless you all. Without further ado, let me introduce now the University of Belgrade chess team. On board 1, we have International Master Nikola Nestorovic. Board 2 is International Master Marko Nenezic. Board 3 is International Master Miloš Stankovic. Board 4, International Master Luka Drašković. Board 5, International Master Ivan Šarenac. Board 6, International Master Vladimir Luković. Board 7, International Master Miloš Lapčević. Board 8, National Candidate Master Nikola Potpara. Board 9, National Master Miloje Ratković. Board 10, National Master Milovan Ratković. Board 11, National Master Petar Krstić. Board 12, National Candidate Master Lazar Radosinovic. Board 13, International Master Lazar Nestorovic. Board 14, Women's International Master and our longtime national team member, Marija Rakić. Board 15, National Candidate Master David Šarenac. And finally, Board 16, National Candidate Master Nikola Elez. Thank you very much, everyone. Back to you, Dallas.
Thank you very much. And you certainly pushed our team to the limits every year as well. Now I'd like to introduce the Mayor of Richardson, Mr. Mark Solomon.
Thank you, Mr. Stallings, Mr. President, Madam Chairman. We're glad to be here with us tonight, this afternoon, as we challenge Belgrade. Dean, we're just looking forward to that opportunity to take you on for this 10th time, and we're going to tie it up this year. We're going to make it a tie. We're going to be 5-5 at the end of this day. And we know that because we here in Richardson accept every challenge and we prevail in everything that we do. So we throw the gauntlet down on this year to you as we challenge you to come up and challenge us again in chess this year. Richardson is the home to many great international corporations. We're proud to be a part of the UTD experience, and as we have many activities, but chess we prevail in. We know that our chess team is internationally recognized, and we are proud to be playing you for this 10th time today. So let the games begin.
Back to Belgrade.
Okay, thanks for these nice words about who will prevail, but we will see that. However, maybe you will, because your first board is the Serbian Grandmaster Union, so maybe because of that, but maybe not. So we will see about that. So now I would like to call our dean is sending best regards to you here. He's sitting here, but he was not so able to speak this evening, so I would call the vice rector, who was the president of our council of our university, to address to you now. Professor Živoslav Tešić.
Good evening, Dallas. Greetings from Belgrade on behalf of the University of Belgrade and our rector, Professor Vladimir Gumbaširević, and also from the Dean of the Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, Professor Radivoj Mitrović. First of all, I would like to welcome all the participants in today 10th Jubilee chess match between our two universities. I'm sure we will see nice, interesting and very competitive chess match today. I'm sure the best team will win today, but also I expect it will be University of Belgrade.
Back to Dallas.
All right, I'll have international arbiter Frank Guadalupe say a few words about the match and the rules.
Okay.
Thank you, Jim. It is good to be back. I'm not sure there's much to say about the rules for the match. Some of these players have done it many times. We have some new ones. Obviously, we know the time control and the rules. But I want to say specifically that in addition to the arbiter on this side of the Atlantic, I am also the director of events for the U.S. Chess Federation. And on behalf of the U.S. Chess Federation, I want to welcome all the players on both sides to this great event. I know we're going to have a lot of interesting matches. And players, if you have any problems, any issues with the internet or the games, just let me know on this side. Huh? Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Back to Belgrade.
Okay, for this 10th anniversary of these matches, we have a special surprise and very distinguished guest, especially in the world of chess, and that's Grandmaster Ljubojević, who was one of the best players in the history of Serbia. So now Grandmaster Ljubojević will address to you.
Hello, good evening to both sides, to both universities. I should address some words to both of you, and I really congratulate both universities to keep this long tradition of 10 years, and each time I see stronger teams, are competing to each other, which means the interest for this kind of matches is very big from both sides. But I'm mildly disappointed and a little bit sad that this kind of matches, encounters, are not celebrated at least twice a year, not once. Because what I want to say, it is that, chess players, if they study, they are very busy studying. So, in 1 year time period, they might lose their good shape of chess. So in 6 months, maybe they're more able to recover in that 1 year instead of 1 year. And on the other hand, that all prestigious universities are competing today for the world rankings as well. And the chess as activity might have helped in those rankings as well. And I would even suggest that you should think about the idea to promote these kind of encounters on the worldwide level, which means universities among universities, and to make even the World League of Universities. Okay, it is the idea to be thought about, but for the moment, my impression is that these kind of events are only going to be very helpful for both sides, for the publicity of chess and publicity of studying as well. So I wish that both sides are promoting their students on the best level to represent their universities, in the post-studying life. I wish you good luck for tonight and all the best to the participants and good inspiration for this evening. All the best. Bye-bye.
Enormous and very big thanks to Grandmaster Ljubovic, who was really maybe one of the best grandmasters that ever attended these matches that we had. So now we pass the word to Dallas and one more exchange maybe.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Another annual tradition as part of this match is the UT Dallas cheerleaders with our mascot, T-Mock. So they're now going to cheer the team on.
Which team, ours or yours?
C-O-M-E-T-S, Comets, go Comets! C-O-M-E-T-S, Comets, go Comets! C-O-M-E-T-S, Comets, go Comets! Comets, go Comets! Comets, go Comets! Comets, go Comets! UT, Dallas! UT, Dallas! UT, Dallas! UT, Dallas! UT, Dallas! UT, Dallas!
Okay, thank you.
Back to Belgrade.
Okay, thank you. Our enthusiasm is now growing up, so I think we will be also ready for the match. But before that, I would like also to thank the Dallas representative here in Belgrade. That's international arbiter Sava Stojisavljević, who will help you and us in making this match, let's say, in order and in very good competition, very healthy competition. Thank you very much. If there are no speeches from Dallas anymore, or okay,
No.
then I think that we should make a pause of 5 minutes in order to get ready and for players to get concentrated. Is that okay?
All right, and then we can start at maybe 5 till the hour instead of waiting till the hour.
We are waiting for the 8, or it is 1, exactly 1, we will start sharp 1, sharp 8.
I think we can start earlier, so we don't have to wait that long.
Okay, then in maybe 2-3 minutes, is it okay?
Okay.
diva, from Russia, and in fact, Nadia, at one point was the fifth ranked woman in the world.
Oh, wow.
Not student,
Wow.
fifth ranked woman in the world, chess player. And next to her is Valentin Yotov. Valentin played in the Olympics, the last Olympics, and actually had an outstanding Olympics. Pardon me? Yeah. So he upset one of the top 10 players in the world, which was quite exciting. So they're going to do commentary for us, and I asked them to try to keep the technical chess jargon to a minimum. So here's what they're going to do. If they start talking a little bit too much detailed stuff, and you try to understand, well, who's winning, who's losing, ask them if the UTD's player's position is pleasant or unpleasant.
Why are they playing?
You could ask them.
Why are you guys playing?
Yeah.
Why what?
Why aren't you playing?
Well, someone's got to commentate, yeah.
My understanding was they were too old. There's
And we also have Alexi Ruth, who is a chess lecturer here, as well as the author of numerous instructional books on chess, how to use chess in education programs. So we keep it loose in here. Have any of the games started? No? They'll bring the games up. So ask questions, talk. I'd like to welcome Dean Fair here, who's graciously attending. Come on in.
Hello.
Hello.
So the games started, and this is the first game. This is David Burgess against Serenach. I think I don't know his opponent's first name, and they started with Grunfeld's defense. It's one of the more popular openings. So far, they seem to play strictly theory. I mean, they know what they're doing so far out of the opening. As you can see, they've played already almost 17 moves, and they spent only 2-3 minutes thinking. So they know what's up.
And you know why that is, right? Okay, because you think about it, we all know what the initial position is in chess. So these top chess players, they spend an enormous amount of time preparing what they're going to do. So none of it's a surprise to them. So that's why they could play so many early moves quickly.
And yeah, it's all about preparation. Actually, 50% of any chess game is preparation. If you go to a chess game without preparation, you will lose control of the game. It's isolated pawn structure.
And you're talking about the pawn on d5 is isolated for black. That means it has no pawn support. It's all by itself. You see that pawn on d5? So it's an isolated pawn. Sorry, did I take away your idea?
Yes.
Oh.
So it's isolated because, yes, the pawn is isolated on d5.
But he also, what Valentin's analysis is that we don't really care about giving up the g-pawn, because if we castle and put a rook there, then it's always nice to have a rook across from your enemy king. That's always a good thing. So.
Interesting to see what will happen.
And that term for those two pawns on the f-file, the two white pawns, they're called doubled pawns. And they don't protect each other. They kind of even bump into each other. So it's considered a weakness to have double pawns. And about the only compensation you sometimes have for double pawns is it opens up a file. But in this case, you don't really want that file open because your king's on it. Wow.
Well, these moves were pretty much forced. Now it's interesting what will happen.
See, now like there's this f2 pawn if black immediately wants to get a pawn back. Okay, so we talked about tactics, right? We talked about a kid earlier. Will we put that king back on g7 for just a second? Sorry, I wanted to point something out about the name of this tactic. Okay, do you see that knight? It's putting the king on g7 in check, right? And at the same time, it's attacking the rook on c5. That's called a fork.
Just,
what do you do?
Yeah, it's
not
super
that
strange.
I'm complaining.
No, definitely not complaining. Black resigned, by the way, already.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yay, win for UTD.
Yes.
Oh, we need 7 more.
Yeah. Okay, so another game.
Did Popilski win? I think it's just something.
There is no game, no such game 6 to 8. They finished, I suppose. Another game. There is no such game. Yay!
Oh, he won?
Okay, this is good.
Oh, okay.
No, Doris says Dragowski won.
Yeah.
So he's probably logged out.
Well, I mean, I don't think we can do any more in here
Are you
actually.
gonna take some of those programs?
So,
No, go ahead.
No, I was.
No.
plus now
I'll take 2.
I realize there is no one here. No one really here, you know.
Because with my Steve team on.
Game over. Game over.
Yeah. After what, an autograph from
Okay.
Yeah,
then.
it's hard to get things autographed. Way over there. You need to find out what happened.
Yeah.
Well, the only 2 decisive things we saw were the 2 wins, right? So
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we saw 2 wins by our
That we
players,
verified.
For sure, but then there were other games where
The
we were
only
in trouble.
game I was really worried about was Grover's. He's an important first board game and his position looked suspicious.
Yeah, that's right, because he had the piece, but his king was so exposed, and they just played bishop e6 on the queen.
But for sure, we're only aware of 2 wins, which is good.
Right, we don't have any
We
other
gotta,
results.
we gotta see what the.
Well, Jim will come back and tell us.
Yeah, we did not see your game at all, man. Really? Yeah, we couldn't.
Why?
We couldn't find it.
Maybe it was good. Oh, great. Man, I lost so easily. Oh my god, these people are so bad.
Okay, congratulations, nice game.
He played E5. I think for 1 minute,
Yeah, so you'll be paralyzing it.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
Brian
sure.
Monday. Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
When did you win? What happened? No, we saw that you were lost. I was like, what is a piece up?
Yay, you drew that? We saw it after bishop e6 attacking your queen.
Oh my god, that was so
So
bad.
you, so you're gonna annotate it for me, right? Analyze it for me by Monday? Okay, good.